we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
I can't believe they even let you play.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, Jones rolling to his right. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Nifty running by Barkley there on 1st down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check. Go. I got him. That's me. 41.
Spinning past him. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this out to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A first down run by Barkley unsuccessful as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready, set. 41, Mike. Tighten up. Pull it together. Hey, Delta. Let's go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. That one caught by Allison. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of them.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton. 37 yards as his guys are able to... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback. Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
57. Mike, 57.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson eluding the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, Make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. On first down, Watson flush to his right. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, 43 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're...
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, 76 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from it.
But I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. On 2nd down now. It's Miller, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They're going for it. It's Watson, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
24 down, he's coming.
From the 50, it's Watson. It's complete. Stills. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Check. Check. Check 31.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, that's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Check 41. Come on.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. And some room to maneuver. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
57's Mike. Mike 57. All day, dog. And no timeout. 57.
Throwing on second and long. Watson escaping the pressure right. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. To throw again on second down. Watson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Out of the gun, Watson. That complete to Lamar Miller. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
57. We got 57. Mike, 57.
Now it's Watson. Flush to his right. He's got Fuller. That one covers 29 yards. First down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. On the ball. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
On first down, it's Watson. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill. No surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, the credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Hey, Wood.
To throw on third down, Jones buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Watson. Forced out to his left. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Watson throwing again. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Watson on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Watson, they'll roll him out right. He'll run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Let's see what you got.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Check, 47. Can't get these traps. Let's go. 47. Mike's 47.
Watson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber. Hey, 41 Mike, 41. Yep. I'm here on. Go. 41 Mike. Down.
On 2nd and 9. Jones under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Whitney Merciless showing no mercy. Flies in for the sack.
41 to Mike, 41 to Mike. Check 41.
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And this will be a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken short. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a one-point game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A run by Barkley, going to go backwards as he's going to lose right around 3 yards here. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. And we heavy on the edges, Hey, Charlie. 41's coming, 41's a Mike. Rack. Mike, 41. Go.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And this results in 6. Touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And That'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
It's fourth down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get on the...
But he will not